Hey everybody, it's Tim at Broken Dice. Channel update for this week. Not much. Putting together some Gaelic cavalry for no particular reason. Found them in my closet and just thought, hey, let's do those. Been working on a solo wargaming campaign in Iberia. That took up a lot of the last couple of weeks. And then working on some more terrain bases for my Dark Age buildings. Um, Still got two of those I want to do, a couple of small bases. That way I don't have to keep picking up the actual model itself. Uh, and as I was rummaging through some of my bits and pieces, and I found the Gaelic cavalry, these guys from, oh, used to be War Games Factory, now they're sold by Warlord Games. Uh, I know that there are other manufacturers out there that make much more beefier, better models. I do like Victrix cavalry stuff. I mean, I know their horses are a little bit big for the time period, um, but I don't know. They're really awesome models. But I'm going to use these guys up, get them painted up. I may sell them someday. I don't know. Still got to put some weapons out there. And I don't know. I'm of two minds. Since it's not really a passion project, I'm thinking about gluing the guys onto the horse and then painting them. But my normal method is to paint them separate and then glue them on the horse, which I probably should do because that's kind of normally what I would do to begin with. And as I was digging around looking for these guys and was doing some general reorganizing in this basement, I found this. And I looked at it and I thought, I remember that model. And actually, it didn't even have the bear's head on it. It had some sort of demonic thing on it from when I played Chaos Fantasy way back in the day. Apparently, I had chopped it up to do something else because I wasn't happy with the model. But now, in my old age and retrospect and kind of pining away, sort of that yesteryear sort of thing, uh, I thought, darn, I wish I hadn't tore that damn thing up. I just, and so now to put it back together again, I've had to putty in a lower jaw, and I'm not sure whether the legs were attached to this or they were a separate piece that you put on and then put the other model on. I think they were attached because I see some where I've ground away a lot and in my madness probably ground them off. I don't know. But anyway, I couldn't find them. So, but I did find the guy's upper half and all the extra bits and pieces that go with him. So, what I'm going to do then to cobble together this model, I'm going to use a pair of Winged Lancer's legs and put that on here, and which, because this is of a different size, I've had to grind off a little bit more. I may have to even putty a little bit behind him or put something to where he sits upright, and then we've got this gap back here, and I've got all kinds of things I can use, paddings, and heck, I thought about putting like a beer keg back there or something, or a vodka keg, something like that behind him. But that's just where I'm at in the hobby. I was talking to a friend of mine the other day, and the conversation wound around to the idea of different problems within wargaming. And we all know what they are, rules lawyers, gatekeepers, all that kind of antisocial stuff within a social construct. Yeah. But I don't know if I heard the guy right or maybe it was just in my head, the way I heard what he said. But I think he said, well, as we were talking about, he says, how about take the war out of the game? Well, I thought about that for a moment. And I've been thinking about it ever since we had that little gathering. Can you take it out? Is there any way to game without conflict? Whether it's a reenactment, make believe, sci fi, fantasy, historical, skirmish, big battle. So I've been thinking about it. Are there games out there that you can play where there is no conflict at all? I thought about co-op games, but they're like computer games. You're playing against an AI, so you are competing. And is the philosophical question competing against AI or some sort of game construction different than gaming against a human opponent? And what are the different ramifications for winning and losing said game, if that's still important to people? I don't know. What do you think? If you have a comment, please leave it down below. If you'd like, please subscribe. I'd be interested to see what people think. Everybody stay safe, stay well, and I'll talk to you next week. Hopefully, I'll have something done. See ya.